where if you hit the Nikita, it is essentially disabled for a few frames. So that's how a lot of those you can, like Lucina, up B through it or get back safe. But it'll be quite a challenge for Runes to try and recover safely.
What does Runes or Donkey Kong have against these projectiles? And, you know, I want to say that once he gets in, he's good, but Snake's a big boy. Snake doesn't die very easily.
No, he's not.
What does Donkey Kong have?
Donkey Kong's got some of the strongest arms in the game. You know, he's got killer firms. He's got a big old head.
Yeah,
ooh,
back airs.
and I
Wow.
am eating my words already.
Perhaps not.
That's it.
That's it.
Yes,
him
Snake.
screaming no.
That is it.
Wow.
And that's not easy on Town and City of all places.
I think Runes has a couple things to say about that. He's making it look easy right now.
Well, it went from one of the lowest ceilings in competitive Smash 4 to now the highest.
Yeah.
Complete turnaround. He's getting his damage in. This Snake can't get any room to breathe.
We see Kepler doing a lot of things that he was doing against Hex in the last game. You can't really do those against Runes. Yeah, this is a totally new competitor, totally new character, totally new body right here.
And this is reminding me, you know, when I said there are tiers of people better, it might be that Runes is in another tier.
Yeah. I want to see the C4 on Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I want to see those sort of setups.
So he's letting it sit there this time. You see that little black box there? It's not beeping anymore.
He's hoping that Runes won't see it.
He's hoping for an approach there. Runes isn't falling for things that easy. Okay. He could have gone for a guaranteed forward tilt. He just wanted the stage advantage. Now, 160. If he gets another grab, that's it. Guaranteed kill confirmed.
But Runes is still at 2 stocks right now. This is looking pretty scary for the man they call Snake.
We're seeing a little bit better options from Kepler playing around DK. This may be a pretty new matchup for him. I don't think there's many people out in the world who even play DK at this kind of level. So I would not doubt that Kepler's learning this for the first time, and he's going to get better and better as he goes along. Great catch with the C4.
He's doing a pretty good job right now, actually, bringing it back. Even if he doesn't win this, he's learning some things that he can implement in game 2.
And see there, he got it with the hitbox. He had to just go a little under the stage. And the way Runes can time that, the berry pop out straight into his hands. Big waiting hands.
Yeah. He's done that a lot, I'm sure. He knows when to do that. So that was a very commanding game 1 from Runes, giving him a 2-stock. Granted, now he was at 144%. A lot of people probably don't know the matchup between DK. And we did see that Interstellar Kepler was doing a lot of good movement options, a lot of good fighting options, a lot of good attacks against him towards the end.
He was catching DK a lot in the air.
We did not see a character switch we didn't expect from him.
No.
But
these two, I believe, are absolute character loyalists. Although we did see a Crom come out from Runes to beat our good friend and your father.
Well, you know, it's the sad part because my father did some work against Runes. Our Runes did some work against my father. And yeah, went home kind of sad that day, Dad.
For context, Dalv's dad is the tag that one of our friends' society used today, and maybe beat you on stream with it.
Yeah, my actual father is not here. He's in
What a catch.
Wow, that was a nasty up tilt.
There's a lot of people who have complained about the way platforms work in this game. A little stickier, a little harder to get off of, but Kepler is gliding from platform to platform effortlessly. He's got the movement down. DK's got to find a way in.
And it's not... Are we used to seeing the Snake with the platforms?
Certainly looks like he could have used more platforms last game.
Yeah.
What a catch.
Wow.
And Kepler just lapped him in percent. Do you remember how last game started? 2-stock lead for Runes?
Yeah. How it ended as well. Yeah.
What a different game. Now, this is best of 5. More than enough time for maybe a couple rounds of adapting back and forth. But I don't think Runes is used to the way Kepler just throws out C4 as fast as possible.
I don't think so either.
Caught him again, and oh.
So here's the thing. Runes was playing very well the first game. So Interstellar Kepler had the time and needed to adapt to Runes. But that does not mean that Runes adapted to Kepler. You know, a lot of the options that he was doing, and now these options we're seeing now, very good against Runes.
I'm not exactly sure what Runes was doing there. He just tossed out a forward air in the opposite direction just to hit the explosive.
Yeah.
Now, he's a character who, you know, no projectiles of his own, nothing like that. He may not be particularly used to having to keep track of all these things.
Wow. And
what a
C4
catch.
in the middle of the air actually taking it.
Runes was hunting for that kill, and in the middle of that, he must have lost track of what was happening off screen, that little magnifying glass.
Yep.
There was a boy pulling out explosives.
Did he just 2-stock him in return?
He did 2-stock him in return.
Wow.
This game 3, you know, stage advantage to Runes, and we know he can make great use of platforms if they're where he wants them to be.
After seeing that, does he want to give Snake the opportunity to have those platforms? You know, or does he want a flat map where DK can just kind of run in? There's nowhere for Snake to hide without the platforms.
This is a great question. I mean, we saw Kepler's movement was smooth on those platforms. Snake got like 2 levels faster. And it looks like Runes is taking those away. He does not want him to have platforms to move around in the middle, but he wants to keep him at the edge if he wants to go for his little kill confirms. This is where Runes got counterpicked to by low 1.
It is, yeah. It is. He must like the stage.
It's a, hey, maybe it's a matchup thing.
Wow. That up air taking it.
He had that platform there. Now, I think a lot of people would say this is where Snake would want to be. It's massive. Like, there's a huge area in the middle that you have to get past all these projectiles to even approach. He's got so much room to back up.
Very true. But it looks like DK is really using the fact that he can just reach from anywhere on the stage to really knock Snake out. These explosions.
Oh, that could have been an up air. But it is an up tilt.
Yes. Snake's at 70 right now, though.
Snake's usually the character who lives longer than I think most characters in the game. Is that it? No, not yet. The huge ceiling of Kalos giving him 1 extra chance at life. We're not going to see another ding-dong this stock. Oh, and he footstools him, and what kind of comeback? Interstellar Kepler is thanking the stars.
Yes, he is. But Rune's coming back with a vengeance right now. Is only at 19% on his last stock. Remember, this is the best of 5. They do have at least 2 more games to play, including this one. If you include this one.
This is taking a turn for the worse for our boy Runes here. Okay. 70%. Runes.
And just with that big old fist.
I was going to say Runes was going to go for the grab confirm. That he was in kill percent then, but the fist will do it.
I don't even think that was adaptation. I just really think he said, you're going to be right here, and I'm going to punch, and it's going to connect, and I'm going to be the one to win.
And Kepler, at the percent he was at, you know, he had to respect so many different options. An up air, up tilt, you know, chose like a number of them to dodge. Did not expect that DK was going to stay grounded with the big punch.
So with DK's range versus Snake's ability to take trades and to live long, where does it sway now, do you see?
Looking at the stage counter pick, Kepler has gone for the opportunity of platforms not always being there for Runes. You know, it seems like at least one stock per game. Runes is getting the huge throw combo off of a platform. And if at least Kepler survives long enough for these to go away, he's got like 30 seconds of safety from that option.
So this is already a different game than what we just saw in Game 3. Kepler actually taking the lead right now. They're just going back and forth.
It's almost like these are very momentum-based players. If they get a good start, they're going to take the whole thing. So he's got no platforms right now. He's having to find... And is this a kill? Wow.
That is a kill, squeezing him to death off the stage.
I don't know how fast he got to mash to get out of that, but wasn't fast enough.
So it was a wall that he was building to keep DK out, but Rune's being very patiently just waiting for him to finish whatever he was doing.
I think the way both these players have used platforms just like shows how important stage picks are. Like, everyone in the audience, don't just go to Pokemon Stadium.
Right.
A lot of people are trying to make it a Smashville thing. Just default to it. Don't do that. Learn your character's best matchups. Is this a free kill?
At 98% after the hit, that is going to take it. This could be the last game unless Interstellar Kepler can bring it back. And just like that, this game is even. Was that an SSB?
Interstellar Kepler is getting a couple extra opportunities each game than Runes should be giving him. We just have to make sure that Runes does not live to regret those.
No, Runes probably wouldn't mind a Game 5. We are at Game 4 right now, and he is still technically up 1. He may not mind a Game 5, but you really think that he wants to conserve his energy for Grand Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. The mental wear of just getting past all these projectiles, playing the long game. You want to be as fresh as possible to take on low one. We know what happened last time. And
no, not quite enough to take it.
Was a great B reverse. That is not quite it, but there is a C4 right there. There's a lot of mortars coming in. And between all of those explosions, I couldn't see him coming until he already hit him.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see on the camera, Kepler is even breathing right there. Wow.
He got away with murder there, basically.
He did. I agree with you. I think Runes had an opportunity to kill him plenty of times. And
Runes is not looking happy. I mean, we know he dropped a stock that he did not need to. And it was an early one.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, back to the mental fortitude. Does he have it to take that kind of turnaround loss in a game that was absolutely in his hands and then still come back?
Perhaps. If you're watching Glitch 7 right now, it looks like Esam versus...
Puppet. That is an MDVA boy. He's he started winning or getting some big wins. He was only like 15, 16.
Wow.
A little older now. Been a few years, but definitely one of the young players out there.
So now it does not matter who wins this game. This is Game 5, and that'll be the end of the set. The winner of this will be going to Grand Finals to take on Low One and his Wario.
Now, whether it happens or not, I think Low One would have a pretty favorable matchup against the Snake just because of how much airspeed he has and how fast he is at getting in. And that's a free kill confirmed.
Like you were saying, Runes has seemed to do that in every game. And every game that he can cleanly do that in, he's won.
If you look at the way this sequence has gone, they've alternated winning every one of their own stage picks. This matchup is, for them, down to, are they where they want to be? Am I at home? I win. Am I not at home? I don't know, man.
Yeah. And Interstellar, this was Rune's counterpick?
This was Rune's counterpick. So Kepler, not home.
He's really going to have to push hard. He's already down a stock, and Runes is not looking like he wants to die anytime soon.
He hit himself. We saw a hand throw up. Kepler is not happy about things are going. I wouldn't be either.
Well, that's
That
gonna
up
take it.
tilt comes out so fast, and it hit behind him. DK's just that big.
Nice parry, but it didn't really connect into anything.
There's not a lot of things that won't kill him right now. You saw him go for the grab. He could have gone for the walk-off stage hug kill. Oh, that's big damage.
Nice
Okay.
conversion. The Nikita coming out as well. Kepler is still in this.
And there was one more hit that Runes didn't account for. What is happening?
Wow, this is turning around very quickly. If Kepler can take this stock off of DK before Runes can take his, and just like
It is
that,
a dead even
the
game.
DBZ.
What a trade.
Man, and you know this. We had so many people watching earlier. Behind us.
Everyone's gone. We got a crowd in the game chanting though.
Yes.
Okay.
This is such a close
Again.
game.
He's-
He's getting bomb trigger happy.
I think there's a little bit of like stage unfamiliarity showing here. The platforms are not quite at the same height as they would be normally. Barely getting by all these spike opportunities, getting right into the arms of that gorilla. Kepler is flirting with death here.
He's playing a very risky
Oh, and that
game,
is
and
it.
that is it. That is it. Once that
Wow.
big Donkey Kong gets his hands on you,